Hello and welcome to Prudent Media News. Now a look at the headlines. Crime branch constable who attempted suicide dies. Chandru's dying declaration mentions harassment from crime branch top officers. Family names PI Praveen Vast. Centre tells Goa to propose Madai Wildlife Sanctuary as Tiger Reserve. Jairam Ramesh writes to Goa government, refers to the study by Wildlife Institute of India. High Court asks for the monitoring committee report on the circular, issues notices to Goa government, Education Department and 2 other schools. Next hearing on 7 July. Babush sends monitoring committee's report filed to CM, puts onus on CM, tells him to take final call. MPT's iron ore handling plant non-functional from last 3 days. Problem in Reliance power supply leads to the shutdown. MPT faces loss worth crores of rupees. Pathoda floodlights estimated at 6.2 crore rupees. Fresh tenders to be issued soon. BM Prabhu Desai confident of floodlights functioning by 1st October 2011. And India football coach Armando Colasso loving response by players. Dempo coach feels confident of extended stint from AIFF. Now the news in detail. Crime branch police constable Chandru Gawas died at GMC on Tuesday. He had attempted suicide by consuming Ratol. According to the sources, Chandru in his dying declaration has mentioned that 3 top crime branch officials were harassing him. Family members of Chandru have named PI Praveen Vast.
After struggling for 3 days with death, Crime Branch Constable Chandru Gawas succumbed to his injuries on Tuesday at GMC. Chandru had given his dying declaration in front of the magistrate on Monday. Declaration states that he consumed Ratol as he was facing harassment from his crime branch seniors. Chandru has named 3 officers. Chandru's family has named PI Praveen Kumar Vast.
नाव कोणाची कोणाची घेतली
एक म्हाका वस्त साहेब म्हणून सांगलें एक नांव
तो कितें म्हणटालो
कोण
तो वस
कितें म्हणटालो तो म्हाका खबर ना तशें म्हणजे गाडी चलयतालो ते इतलेंच सांगलें तेणी आनी धमकी दितालो सस्पेंड करतालो आनी कितें अशें हय त्रास पयलीं सांगलेलें ऑफिशियली प्रॉब्लम करता म्हणून मागीर तेणें नांव सांगलें म्हाका डायरेक्ट.
Sources revealed that Chandru's marriage was fixed on July 9th. He was frustrated as adequate leave was not sanctioned to him. His seniors were harassing him by giving bad words. He was laden with extra work and responsibilities. Now family members have threatened that they will take custody of Chandru's body only after culprits are booked.
सो आतां पोस्टमॉर्टम जाल्या उपरांत बॉडी व्हरतले
ना व्हरचें ना म्हणजे कितें तरी हें जावपाक जाय न्ही तें सोल्युशन तेचें तो एकटोच काम आमी सगळे तेचे आमी बेकार मनीस तेचेरच आमी आसले.
A reporter from Panji Devidas Kamli with video journalist Anil Sanadi.
The centre on Tuesday asked Goa to submit a proposal to it to declare Madai Wildlife Sanctuary in the state as a tiger reserve. In a letter to Goa Chief Minister Digambar Kamath, Environment Minister Jairam Ramesh said there is evidence that tigers in Goa are not merely transient animals but are a resident population as well in the state.
It is a good news to Goan environmentalists and wildlife lovers. The Union Environment and Forest Minister has taken strong cognizance of their demand. Noting that there is a considerable local community support for creation of a tiger reserve and for wildlife conservation in Madai Wildlife Sanctuary, the minister has said, there is an evidence that tigers are not merely transient animals but are a resident population as well in the state. By declaring Madai Wildlife Sanctuary as a tiger reserve, we would also ensure the long-term protection of biodiversity-rich areas. I urge you to give this idea the most serious consideration and submit a proposal to us so that we can take it forward quickly. Madai, situated in Sattari Taluka, is a contiguous tiger landscape to Bhimgad Wildlife Sanctuary in Karnataka to its southeast and to Anshi Dandeli Tiger Reserve to its south, which has around 35 tigers. Minister Jairam Ramesh also referred to a study carried out by Wildlife Institute of India. Study by WII says, protected areas of Goa and their contiguous forests in Karnataka and Maharashtra are possibly some of the best potential tiger habitats in Western Ghats region and they need protection. Minister in his letter to the CM Digambar Kamath further says, you may also want to consider expanding the tiger reserve beyond the existing Madhe Wildlife Sanctuary. The letter by the Union Environment Minister has given a big boost to the efforts of environmentalists and wildlife lovers for reserving forests in Sattari as Tiger Reserve. Bureau Report, Prudent Media.
Goa bench of Bombay High Court has directed to place the report before the bench, report of the monitoring committee on the MOI decision. High Court has issued notices to Goa government, Education Department and 2 other schools in this connection. Petitioners say that no legal norms were followed while issuing the circular. The hearing was held on Tuesday. Next hearing is scheduled on 7 July.
Educationist Pandurang Nadkarni and parents from Hedgewar High School have filed a petition in the High Court against the decision taken by state government over the MOI issue. The hearing was held on Tuesday. Advocate Atmaram Nadkarni argued over the flaws in the cabinet decision and the circular issued by the Education Department. Petitioner argues circular suffers total application of mind. It will benefit some people. Government Business Rule 166 was not followed while issuing circular. It was not referred to the Finance Department. RTE Act says medium of instruction should be in mother tongue. Government failed to appoint a monitoring committee to decide over it. Whether a child can cope with the change in the medium of instruction in the middle of an academic year. What about the students who want to study in Marathi or Konkani if their school shifts to English medium? MOI petitioners have also demanded status quo. Justice F.M. Resh and Sharad Bobde will hear government and school sides. Bench has also asked the monitoring committee's report. High Court has also sent notices to the government, Education Department, Hedgewar School and Vidya Prabodhini School in this connection. They have been asked to reply by 7 July. Meanwhile, BJP workers cunningly outwitted the police force on Monday. They had first decided to demonstrate in front of the Education Department. In view of this, CISF personnel were deployed in large numbers to thwart any threat by the workers. But instead, in a pre-planned move, scores of BJP workers and BJP MLAs fooled them and headed towards Parwari. They entered the legislative complex in the absence of any police and gherawed the Education Secretary, VP Rao. They cornered the secretary and appraised him of anomalies in the circular of medium of instruction.
एड्युकेशन सेक्रेटरीकडे सांगपाक आमी आयिल्ले एड्युकेशन सेक्रेटरीच्या सांगण्या वयल्यान सादारणपणे तो हेल्पलेस आसा अशें आमकां दिसता आमी ताच्या लक्षांत हाडून दिलें की तूं ऑफिसर असो आसा ज्या ऑफिसरान मंत्र्याक मार्गदर्शन करप आणि विशेष करून मंत्री जेन्ना कमी शिक्षीत आसता अर्ध शिक्षीत आसता किंवा अशिक्षीत आसता त्या वेळार ताची जबाबदारी ही जास्त येवन पडटा ताणें तशें मान्यय केलां की ह्या वर्सा पासून हे माध्यम प्रकरण प्राथमीक स्तरा वयले इंग्रजीकरण करपाचो जो डाव आसा तो ह्या वर्सा तरी कसोच शक्य जावचो ना हे ताणें अप्रत्यक्ष मागणी केली
फायनान्शियल खर्च जावचो ना म्हणटात आनी बेकायदेशीर सर्क्युलर इशू केला ते सगळे तुमी कायदेशीर रित्या जी कितें गरज आसा ती तुमी पूर्ण करतले काय ना हो आमी ताजे कडेन डिमांड घेवन गेल्ले ताणें आमचे पेशन्स हियरींग दिवन एक आमकां एश्युरन्स दिला की कायद्यान जें कितें आसा तें आपूण आय वील सी दॅट इट इज इम्प्लिमेंटेड एज पर लॉ सो वी डेडलायन तशी आमी दिवना पण आमी सादारण एक 15 दीस वाट पळयतले.
A reporter Jason Suarez with video journalist Sushant Pal.
The report on the deficiencies and flaws in the medium circular prepared by the monitoring committee has reached the Chief Minister. Committee has asked the cabinet to have a relook at the deficiencies in the MOI circular. Education Minister says now CM's decision on this issue will be final.
Monitoring Committee's report on deficiencies and flaws in the Education Department's circular on MOI has reached to the Education Minister Babush Monserrat. Babush Monserrat has referred this file to the CM. Babush spoke to us on phone.
Yeah, today morning the committee has submitted a report. I have cleared the file and forwarded it to the Chief Minister to see.
What were their suggestions of committee?
No, there are different suggestions. See, until and unless Chief Minister goes through the report, I will not be able to make comment. On all the issues, whichever group had made a representation to them, you know, they have answered to all the queries from them.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
so it is basically is a very clear-cut report, I can say.
And you have accepted their report?
No, it's not a question of me accepting it. I just forwarded it to CM and putting my comment that CM may see.
CM is right now out of station. Babush has informed that CM will decide on the matter as soon as he returns back. So it is clear that CM is once again in the spotlight and his decision is awaited with a bated breath. A senior reporter from Panji, Rakesh Kanolkar, with our reporter Laukik Shilkar.
It's time for a short break. Stay tuned.